What's up, hookers? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a pair of shoes. I got inspired to make this idea almost a year ago now, I think, when I saw a post on Instagram from an artist, Le Crochet. She posted a pair of crochet platform shoes. And as somebody who wears almost exclusively platform shoes, I thought that this idea was basically crafted specifically for me. I immediately went to Amazon, found the perfect pair of shoes, and then put them in my closet and haven't looked at them since. Until today. The reason I got reminded that I want to make these shoes is A, I saw them stuffed in the back of my closet, and B, in my last video when I made the crochet Mew Mew purse, it re-inspired me to do another scrap yarn project that's very colorful and very bright. And I'm going to show you these shoes, but you need to trust me and you need to trust the process because it's not going to end up looking like what I'm about to show you. So this is the shoe that I'm going to be working with. It's basically just a knockoff croc with a platform, and I have a vision. Okay, I have a basket full of scrap yarn right here that I'm going to be using, and my plan is basically just I'm going to like start right here, kind of freestyle it and shape it as I go up here one big piece, and then make another piece that wraps all the way around. I need to take this thing off.
Oh my god, bro.
I feel like there's got to be a way to take these things off, but I don't seem to possess the intelligence to figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm going to use a 3.5mm hook. All my scraps are pretty much going to be DK yarn. If they're not DK yarn, then they're smaller, but I'm going to double them up. I feel like I'm not going to have a lot to say about this project until I kind of get started and get a feel for it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm starting out with the toe part and I'm kind of just measuring as I go. Started out with 12 stitches because that was kind of like one side of the toe to the other side of the toe. And then I've only done 4 rows so far, but I put 3 increases into each row. So every row increases by 3 stitches. And I think it's kind of like done increasing now. I think from here, I'm just gonna go up without any more increases and just do as many rows as it takes to cover this whole area. You know how when you're crocheting or crafting anything for a while and you literally turn into the letter C? I feel like I had kind of just accepted that this is part of the craft and that my neck and my back are always going to be killing me. However, my fellow weary old boned fiber artists out there, let me put you on really quickly. I recently discovered this bad boy, and we are now in a very serious relationship. This is the Bob and Brad Easy Back Massager, and it has these rolling kneading balls. Honestly, I feel like it's a professional masseuse giving you a back rub, and it also heats up. I'm just gonna let you look at that for a second and imagine that on your back. The shape and size of the massager is really convenient because you can really add it to any chair that you're sitting in. For me, that typically tends to be the couch, so I'll just stick it behind me, grab my crochet project, and absolutely vibe. But if you sit in an office chair all day long, this would be really good in your office chair. If you're someone who commutes to work, you can get the cordless version, add it onto your car seat. Just look at these results. These don't lie. Wow. I highly doubt that Bob or Brad intended for this usage when they created it, but the heating feature mixed with the kneading absolutely rocks during that time of the month. Woo! I want this kind of love for you guys too, so make sure you check out the link in my description and use my code so you can experience this little diva as well. This is so nice. My poor uterus. Genuinely am on my period right now and have really terrible cramps, and this feels so good I can't move on. That's how you know the product is good, is that I can't even do the ad because I'm too busy using the product. It's gonna make me cry. Thank you so much, Bob and Brad, for not only sponsoring this video, but getting me through my time of the month. You guys are kings, for real. Here's what I have now. I've just been doing normal rows, no increases. You know what I mean? I make such a mess when I do scrap yarn projects. Like, there is shit everywhere. There's a piece of tape on my butt cheek. Any hoozles, let me show you this more close up and explain what I did a little bit better. So I started the first row with 12 stitches because that's what I thought fit the toe of my shoe the best. I just kind of measured alongside of it. And then I did 3 increases into the second row, 3 increases into the third row, and 3 increases into the fourth row. And then after the fourth row, I just stopped doing increases and started just doing normal rows. And I did a total of 15 rows. The stitch that I'm using is called an extended double crochet, but I'm inserting my hook in between the stitches instead of like into the top of the stitch. So I think that when it's stretched nice and tight, this will be a decent size. It's a little bit small, but we want it really tight, you know? I actually think I'm going to make one more row. I'm going to do increases on the beginning and the end so that they kind of have a little bit more stretch to work with on the upper corners. Okay, so I finished the top part. I just did the one last row with, I did an increase in the first 2 stitches and an increase in the last 2 stitches, and then I did like a whole border around the entire thing of it, just half double crochets, just to kind of even it all out. I never promised that this was going to be a tutorial, and I'm kind of explaining it as I go, just like this, hopefully you can get the gist of it, but like on my period and can't do anything of value, so just don't count on me to do anything beneficial. I'm kind of just a useless empty shell of a human being right now. Okay, so anyways, here's what I'm going to do. I realized instead of trying to like stretch it and hold it as I go, to use pins, kind of like shape it, you know what I mean? Here, let me fix you. Where do I want to start with this? I do have a feeling that this is far too small, but I don't know why I'm not fixing it. Like, I just am hoping. Okay, let's start back here, because I know that this needs to be like in the back corner of the shoe. So I'm just gonna kind of stick that in there, and then I'm going to stick this one. There's no way this is gonna work. Okay, no, don't worry. You wanna see a little life hack for crochet? If something doesn't fit, just spray it with water. Guess what? Now it'll fit. That's what you call live blocking. Let's start with this side. We should just do one side at a time. Do loop-de-loop and pull. Nice shoes are looking cool. So it's definitely like stretching over the back quite a bit. How do I feel about that? Not great. Stick your foot in. They're nice and comfy. There, I think that's fine, right? Cute. Okay, so I have the top all pinned down, which you already saw, and now I'm working on the bottom. So I'm literally just making a long foundation chain right now that's gonna wrap all the way around. I'm almost done, and I'm doing a foundation chain, like instead of doing a chain and then going back and putting all of my stitches in, because it'll give me a little more stretch so that the stretch is like consistent all the way through the whole platform strap thing that I'm gonna make. You know what I mean? Sorry about my constant subtle movement here, but I'm utilizing my Bob and Brad Easy Back Massager. Yeah, I'm just making this long thing to wrap around the entire shoe. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love having a garage door, like so I can open it all the way and kind of feel like I'm outside / inside while I work. It's really nice. However, there are a lot of downsides to it. My studio gets incredibly dirty really fast because a bunch of leaves and dirt and dust blows in here. It also is just absolutely too hot. It's just baking me alive every day out here while I'm working. However, I wanted to take this little opportunity to talk about something that I'm very excited about, and that is that I'm moving. I will now have an indoor room in the house that will be dedicated to be my office / studio. This will probably be my last video in this garage. I know that I kind of just started this channel, so there's only a couple videos of me in here, but I've been in here longer than I've had this YouTube channel, so it's a little bit of an end of an era for me. Ow! Stabbed myself on the pin. I need to be more careful about that. This is literally a death shoe. I keep just like grabbing it without thinking and absolutely annihilating myself. Ooh, I think that's a perfect fit. Wow, okay, slay. Okay, amazing. Maybe I should count that. Hello, it's the next morning and I completed that bottom section. I literally just did 7 rows of the stitch that I was doing, nothing fancy. It is a really snug fit, which is what I wanted, but I'm wondering like, because I need to slip stitch it together in the back, and I'm wondering, do I slip stitch it and then try to slide it on? I feel like it's gonna be really tight if I try to do that. I think I'm just gonna pin it. That's what I'm gonna do right now. it's all pinned down and it looks fantastic, amazing, gorgeous, splendid. I love it. The only thing I think I'm gonna do is I think I might make one more row of like, it doesn't even need another full row of double crochet, but would single crochet look weird? Let's see what happens if I do that. So I sewed it up in the back here and I actually like how that ended up turning out. Originally I was thinking I was just gonna glue the entire thing down, but now I'm thinking I might seam up this whole area so that that's like a totally clean and seamed up line all the way across. And then I might just glue the bottom part and then like, I don't know, then just find what areas need gluing. Because I guess I might as well not glue areas that don't need to be glued because I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if the glue is gonna like seep through the stitches or what. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna seam this up just with a darning needle and a thin piece of yarn, and then I'll move on to the glue. That's my plan. Okay, I'm very happy with that decision. I really like how it turned out after seaming it. If I would have glued it without seaming it, I feel like they would have been like not perfectly matched up, or there would have been a little gap, or just, you never know, right? With the seam, I think it turned out really nice. All I'm basically gonna have to do is glue along the bottom here, and that really might be it, because this isn't going anywhere. And as long as this is glued down, everything else is like staying in place. So cute. All right, well, then I guess it's glue time. This is my camping mattress that I've set up to be my table so that I can continue to sit on the floor. Anyways, I have my hot glue gun heating up. I ordered this specifically for this project. I'm a little bit scared of hot glue guns, to be honest. Probably over a decade since I've worked with one. So I'm mentally preparing for that a little bit. And then I think I'm kind of just gonna like stick it wherever I feel it needs to go. I don't really have a plan, but I haven't really for this whole shoe. The whole thing has kind of been just like operating off of vibes and not really off of education, but it's been working out really well. I'm actually so severely obsessed with this, how this is coming out. I think it's one of the greatest things that I may have ever made. Feeling very inclined to make like 45 more versions of them. Like I want a plain pair, I want a black and white pair, I want an all pink pair. I want to make a pair in the winter and line it with fur, like, you know, like the fuzzy yarn that when you crochet with it, it makes it look kind of like faux fur. I want to use that and then like line it so it looks like Ugg slippers. The ideas are flowing endlessly through my brain right now. I feel so inspired. There's definitely going to be like a group of people, probably a large one, that look at these and are like, those are probably single-handedly the fuggliest thing I've ever seen in my life. But then there's also going to be a good group of people, I'm confident, that are going to be like, oh my god, I've never seen a sleigh so severe. And those are my people. I'm trying to like tuck in all of the little ends right now before I glue it all down. How do you know when the glue gun is ready? Will it just like start dripping? Is that how you know? God, they're so scary. The nice thing about hot gluing something down is that you can literally just shove all your ends in there and then glue them goodbye. I complain so much about weaving ends in, and then I'll get comments that are like, it's really not that bad. And it's like, okay. Who are you trying to impress? Oh, it's on. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh god, I'm so scared. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. What do I do? I don't have pliers, so don't do this at home. Seriously. Okay, I got it. Okay. Wait, should I take all of these out? Probably, right? Okay.
Oh, it's like not even dripping. Why am I acting like it's like I have seconds before the world implodes? I think it's like you have to squeeze it to get it out. Oh, what a good design. Here we go. Let's start in the back. I'm so scared. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, it works. Glue reveal. Damn, hot glue is kind of badass, honestly. I love hot glue. It is crackling a little bit, which is scaring me. Okay, so this part of the shoe where it kind of like curves up, this part, I'm literally just gonna like hold the crochet up a little bit. Like I didn't do any decreases or anything special to shape it. I'm just like scrunching it. Thank you, that helps. My doctor. I gotta finish gluing my shoe. You're so incredibly stinky. Your breath. You have such bad halitosis. I just brushed your teeth. Why does it smell like you ate a dead animal? Back to it. I am like pretty consistently burning myself, but I'm so locked in that I like don't even care. My brain is getting scratched so sweetly doing this. It's like genuinely so satisfying for me. Ow, damn, this shit gets hot as yeah, that hurt. Wait, am I done? Wow, that was so easy. I love it so much. Surprise! I made the other one off camera as well, which means we're literally minutes away from being done. This video has been so much more chilled than a few of my more recent ones. It all went as planned, and I feel like I didn't crash the hell out talking about shit that no one cares about. So I'm happy about that. All right, here we go. Round 2, baby. It's done. Both of them are done. Oh, these are f***ing amazing. Oh my god, I need to clean this up and put them on right now.
I made my first meal before the fame. Candy paint dripping, got me moving like a pimp. Cashed out straight, got it from the dealership. The BOA, TD Tandy, Chevy or the Chase. Trap, at the shoe box before the bank. Diamonds in my chain, go blind when they blink. Diamonds in my chain, go blind when they blink. Diamonds in my chain, go blind when they blink. Diamonds in my chain, diamonds in my chain.